Vice President Kamala Harris showed up to Jacksonville, Florida at the Ritz Theater and Museum in a historic part of Jacksonville that was also known as the Harlem of the South to give a speech and to talk about the recent things that has happened with the Florida's educational system in regards to some of the things they want to teach children, like slaves were able to leave the plantation and get a good job. Also, they want to teach that the massacres were actually the fault of Black people. Now, these are some of the things that she said. When I think about what is happening then here in Florida, I am deeply concerned. I do believe this is not only about the state of Florida, there's a national agenda afoot. And what is happening here in Florida, extremist so-called leaders for months have dared to ban books, passing the laws Don't Say Gay, trying to instill fear in our teachers that they should not live their full life and love who they love. Now, on top of all of that, they want to replace history with lies. Middle school students in Florida to be told that enslaved people benefited from slavery. High schoolers may be taught that victims of violence, of massacres, were also perpetrators. I said it yesterday. They insult us in an attempt to gaslight us, and we will not have it. She also went on to say, we're fighting back against attempts to gaslight us, cover up our history, and rewrite the horrors of slavery. She says, POTUS and I will always stand up for fundamental freedoms, including the freedoms to learn and teach America's full history. Well, I guess, the vice president has a reason to be concerned, but is she concerned enough to go back to POTUS and say, hey, we need to write Black people in America who are descendants of slavery a check? I know what I said. I said, well, I ain't gonna just do anything just for Black people now. I know I said that, but in light of all the ridiculousness that we're seeing go on, I think it's only fair that we write my people, since she said it's our history. Write my people a check, Joey. Write them a check. So what I'm trying to say here is don't fall for it. Don't believe the hype. Kamala knows that they need to go and talk to Black people, and they gonna get in there with the hot ticket, hot button items, because they know we sensitive about that stuff, right? And they're gonna rally up the troops and feed red meat to us, letting us know about the racism. But to me, nothing is more racist than being what they call the second most powerful person in the United States and not using that power for your people. To me, that's a little bit on the racist side. And you know that with all this history, you talking about Florida trying to suppress that Black people, we were not, and our ancestors were not vindicated financially or any other way due to the things that our ancestors went through. And yet you say you ain't gonna do, you don't think that we should get reparations, and neither does Joe Biden. So what are you really doing in Jacksonville and any of the other Black towns and areas and stuff that you'll visit? You're trying to blow smoke, y'all know where, to get Black people to believe more of your lies so they'll show up in 2024 to put you and embattled Joe Biden back in the office. I'm telling y'all, Black people, don't y'all fall for that. When Kamala comes and wiggling and giggling to a town near you, y'all need to ask her, all right, all that is great. When are the checks rolling out, since you care so much about us? So y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.